Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for Tuesday, March 11th, 2014. Kind of a lackluster day here. We've got essentially no real movement in the major averages. And I think we're going to see that influencing what we're getting on our scans today. Couple things showing up here on the Nasdaq patch. We've got a downside CPS in Wynn Resorts. That's turning down from range high. That one also has a open close deviation of about 2.5%, so that merits interest. And also eBay has a downside CPS. That one's turning down after a pretty decent move to the upside. Biogen's got an open close deviation to the upside, as does Amgen, AMGN. BlackBerry is pretty weak today, more than 3% below the day's open. Moving on to the financials, mixed bag here. Most of these things are down in volume. That should be the first thing that jumps out at you. MetLife, MAT's got a contra candle to the downside. This one is trading by far the best volume of the group. Wells Fargo has an upside CPS, which is nice, but it's on fairly light volume. Citigroup and American Express both have upside contra candles. Energy patch is definitely where we're seeing a decent bias in signals. We're definitely biased to the buy side here. Got upside CPSs in Valero and Chevron. Got volume bumps in BTU, which has an open close deviation and also an RPS buy. Arch Coal ACI, which unfortunately right now is working its way to being a very low price stock, does also have a open close deviation. Moving on to the generals, we're biased to the buy side here to a degree. Mostly lighter volume. Got a little bit of volume coming on in IBM, but not a lot of good movement there. Got upside CPS in Johnny John and also Best Buy. Moving on to the housing names, these are very sloppy, mostly to the downside here. Hovnanian, Toll Brothers, and DHI also have downside. All have downside CPS signals. Hovnanian is real weak, 3% below today's open. Scratching out price below $5 now. Transports are a little bit mixed. Some are up, some are down. No real bias here. UPS and FedEx both have upside CPS conditions. And finally, onto the commodity patch. Mostly lighter volume. U.S. Steel is pretty weak today. That one's got a downside CPS and some pretty decent volume. So put that on the list for tomorrow. Most of the mining stocks are just kind of hovering around here, not really doing too much with gold. Gold is essentially flat on the day, so not really getting any good signals there. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.